The girl. The perfect girl exists solely on my imagination. I love you. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Hey. You wanna trade places? My girlfriend's mad at me. I think it's because I was sniffing her sister's underwear. I don't know if it's because she was wearing them or because it was in front of her family, but the whole rest of the funeral was weird. Tell me you have a 3-year-old without telling me you have a 3-year-old. Chop them up and mix some cinnamon and sugar with them. Fry them in the pan until soft but not mush. Delicious. The apples, however, are a total loss. There is one 4th of July that always sticks out for me, 1997. That's the year my stepdad pulled me aside from the fireworks show to reveal he bought a grenade. He tossed it off a cliff and just he and I saw it. I started calling him dad. The man earned it. That was a dark year for me. Me and my dad were at the Grand Canyon for 4th of July and then, out of nowhere, he just blew up right beside me. That baby is 45. This image is turning the gears in my brain in a way that is formulating thoughts that would kill a 12th century European monk. Loads a gun. Kills 3 guys. French kisses a depressed minor. Refuses to elaborate any further. Dies. It's sad to see women treated like objects in old times. Wish we could turn back time. Fruit Ninja. Losing an argument online. You're welcome. Woman born without a vagina raises money so she can have sex with boyfriend. Is there something wrong with her asshole? There is another. There are 2 other. Username checks out. I'd rather have literal brain tumors coming out of my balls than have a Twitter account. Alright, done. Check your balls. Yay. Meeting another investor for coffee and suddenly Margot Robbie appeared. That chair would be coming home with me. I can't believe that I'm asking this question, but has anyone written a good explainer about how exactly a competitive chess player can use an anal vibrator to cheat in a tournament? Prostitute. They cooked a pregnant chicken. Now you have something to put on the kids' table. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet dies. 10 random children die. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. Would you still eat it? My name was Chloe. I wanted to live. Your personal choice killed me. Don't buy it. Then you died for no reason if I don't cook you, Chloe. Circumcision for hygiene is like cutting off your ears to prevent earwax. Or cutting off your eyelids to prevent eye boogers. Or ripping off your nails to prevent dirty nails. I've done zero research or have any expertise, but I feel I can safely say it's just like cutting out your anus to prevent fesses. Video games cause violence. Based on the last game you played, what are you getting arrested for? 100% completion of the Geneva to-do list. Study, young men prefer playing video games over casual sex. $50 game can last 100 hours. $50 prostitute is 15 minutes. How can women even compete in this reality, realistically speaking? Casual sex is boring. I prefer competitive sex anyway. What are the craziest declassified CIA documents? One CIA operative who drew up a plan to have packets of extra large condoms labeled small dropped on USSR. The idea was to lower their morale. The real LPT is to use the box of extra large and fill it with the proper smaller size. So when the sex partner sees the extra large label on the box, they will think your small penis is really large. Whoops, I accidentally dropped my extra large condom for my magnum dong. This might be the most perfectly shaped peach I have ever seen. This fruit is confusing my penis. DoorDash option to get the order yourself if your driver is in a crash. There is been an accident. Collision detected. Your driver crashed 0.3 away from you. You can still pick up your order, but contents might be damaged. Get directions. Send flowers to your dasher's hospital room. Imagine driving to your driver's vehicle to find him severely injured and breathing with difficulty and bleeding heavily, and then searching your packet of chicken nuggets in the back seat while he desperately gasps while looking at you. Every time someone starts telling that they want to supplement their body with computer parts, I'm just like, okay, great, but don't cry to me when your memories of loved ones or your ability to run are locked behind paywalls. You did it. You broke cyberpunk down to its bare essentials. Is it just me, or were dad dicks way bigger in the late 80s/early 90s? No man, your mouth was just smaller. Last night we went out in goth/cyberpunk attire and my fit was diabolical. You look exactly like my dad hero, my god, so fucking hot. What was your reaction when you saw porn for the first time? Why, my dick is much smaller than his. Laughing my ass off. Hers. They can tell. Dentists after Valentine's Day. I see you got yourself a boyfriend this year. Dentists can tell when you've sucked dick. I think it's because of bruises on the back of your mouth you get from sucking dick. Saw Jurassic Park as a kid, and like everyone I had to go digging in the yard looking for fossils playing amateur paleontologist. I ended up finding my neighbor's dead cat that had been dead so long it was nothing but bones. And I picked up its skull holding it in the air like a trophy thinking I had found a baby triceratops. Porn stars of Reddit, what is your relationship with your family like? Well documented. The great debate. You all don't use your dog. Magic Mike grossed 167 million. If you still think girls like dad bods, keep dreamin', pal. Shrek grossed 484 million, just so we are clear. Thanks, I hate snowmen. Guys, my nan and granddad dressed up as snowmen. I cannot breathe, they look terrifying. Are you ready to purge, Harold? Yes, dear. Need another look at my from the Super Bowl, #SUPERBOWL. Not my proudest wank. Duo's getting very horny lately. I failed a student for their midterm grade, and they just sent me an email that just says bruh. Dead. Bruh. Respectfully. Can we appreciate the respectfully though? My family died in an house fire, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You guys fantasize about your ex. Shit, I always fantasize about the ones I didn't get. I guess my dick is just a dreamer. No restraining order on earth can stop me from thinking about you. I agree, I mean your father could have used a condom, but here you are. Repeat after me. Men are stupid. My fiancé just told me he has feelings for someone he met at work this week. He's been working from home. Stick in blender. If you could do the dirty with just one fictional character, which one would you choose, and why? I would use Tinkerbell like a fleshlight. I think Fortnite should add a pregnant female skin. Every kill she gets she slowly gives birth. When in water blood comes out. At 10 kills she gives birth and the baby can be your pet. Thoughts? Fortnite should hire me, yo. Me. The friends my mom told me to stay away from. They look like they are all named Jamie. Rule number 1, never be genuine. We all know that, in order to ensnare the females we have to use tactics and strategies. Free bacon cheese fries. Cobb watching me shout his name as I toss Fruit Loops into a hooker's butthole. When you hit that rim shot and it rolls around. Clever, marinating Fruit Loops with ass juice makes it more tastier. Domestic beetles. Domestic beetles cleaning a king snake skeleton. Do you do relatives? No. You can still carry me. I haven't gotten that much bigger. Aralyn, please. I'm still small. This wasn't what I wanted when googling Gardevoir riding trainer. Why do men not like to vent? What's so wrong with saying how you feel? Telling him it's okay to vent, so you can use his lows against him in the next argument. Can you imagine how nervous his wife gets when he's eating her out? I wanna be rough with you. I wanna be roughed up. Bruise me like an Anna. Banana. Not grandma. They bruise easily too, I guess. What's worse than a wet handshake? The Holocaust. Pro tip, use rubber bands to cosplay as Thanos. Next year he can cosplay as Captain Hook. Hermione after Hogwarts. She can give my Hogwarts anytime, baby. Bro. I'm not sure if I'm traumatized by this or just unnerved by the fact this is what evolution has created. Our bodies are a collection of sacks of meat, squished together into an even larger sack of meat, structured with calcium scaffolding, controlled entirely by squirting different chemicals into different receptors, and both consumes and excretes all three basic states of matter. But eating a girl cock is where it gets weird, eh? The back of my head. Bro is immune to being hanged. I hate it when guys say, "You're beautiful, why are you single?" Because I'm fucking crazy, okay? I named my dog Crazy so that when people ask me, "Are you fucking crazy?" I can say no, crazy fucks me. That's funny. Drill a hole in my spine and piss in it. Pro tip, if your tenant dies you can still collect rent by filing a creditor's claim or suing their estate $. In California the form is called a D-172. Please look up the appropriate laws in your state. Death is not an excuse for unpaid rent. Thanks for the tip, now their family will never escape the pain I have brought them. Stay strong, King. Destabilize minority homes during the pandemic. You don't turn your back on family. That's why reverse cowgirl is illegal in Alabama. Life hack, wear a trainer shirt at the gym and inappropriately touch anyone you want. Trainer. Ferb, I know what we are going to do today. Oh my god, I didn't know you could hang them. Logan Paul in the Japanese forest be like. Lois got that Pixamon build. So does my mom. Groom finds sister dead on his wedding day. This is so sad, mate, but the tears just looped it up. I couldn't help myself. Why do figures of Luffy like this exist? Women, what's it like having a male roommate? Purely curiosity. Mine knew how to and would cook and clean and was generally good company and a decent/respectful person. Did Yahoo suck his dick? R/Reddit moment. If you place 50,000 horny people on an island that are disease free, will they still develop HIV/AIDS or an STD? Are there any other mammals on the island? German, Argentinian. Nobody asked what her grandfather was doing from 1936 to 1945. False advertisement. These burritos don't even contain real baby meat. I guess, if you can't get a good baby burrito, you gotta make it yourself. Come to my Mexican restaurant. Ask for the burrito Lisa Ditto Lago. You ever try to eat a baby? There's surprisingly little meat and they're expensive. They're a delicacy. It's not something you eat to fill up on like you would with common child meat. I've made a similar trap. Caught 20 mice in one night. What do you do to those mice? You just leave it. And they begin to get hungry. And one by one, they start eating each other until there are only two left. The two survivors. And then what? Do you kill them? No. You take them and release them into the trees. But now they don't eat coconut anymore. Now they only eat rat. You have changed their nature. Man spent 12 years in coma, says he heard everything including his mother saying, "I hope you die." I hear that without being in a coma. Your sex life is now called The Last Thing You Watched. What's its title? 6 Feet Under, so I would say very accurate. Family Guy. Food and water. Head from a girl with black lipstick. Goth mommy supremacy. If the movie Finding Nemo was scientifically accurate, Nemo's dad would have become female after Nemo's mom died. Then he would have mated with his son. Maybe that's why he wanted to find Nemo so bad. Amina Rependiva, 11-year-old girl who is diagnosed with 2 rare genetic conditions, albinism in which she lacks the melanin pigment making her skin and hair extremely white, and heterochromia in which her eyes are different in color. Seen this so much she's probably grown up now. Hopefully. There's a darker option. Guys, I think my parents are doing the forbidden in the room next to me. Save me. Bust through the door and yell player 3 has joined the game. I like my pizza like my women. Cheap and doughy. Saucy, meaty, and covered in mozzarella. Microwaved after being in the fridge all. Would you rather be trapped in a mall for 24 hours with a silverback gorilla or 5 black mambas? Are they like mad at me or just at the mall too? Don't care which one, they're all walking out pregnant. Wait a minute, why do humans look like this again? Is it ever explained, or am I missing something? Here's my dumb theory, could also be that considering the year is 3071, humans have evolved into weird looking black things. That's one way to deal with racism. Do you guys only eat like half your popsicle? I don't get it. What color you're reaching? The hand. You ever watch a rich person's expression change when you ask a question that's too poor? I once bragged to a coworker that I got my outfit from thrifting, and my boss took me aside and said not to say I shop at thrift stores because it made him look bad, like he didn't pay me enough. Reader, he didn't pay me enough. Don't let the video fool you. SEALs are dangerous. I heard a group of them killed Bin Laden. US Secret Service agent shoots pet dog dead on Brooklyn Street. Vertical bar. US News. Cops are like a box of chocolates. They'll kill your dog. Lady Gaga's nails when she was single. I don't understand why that is. Mini skirts are so fun, like oops my ass is out. Imagine guys did this and were like hee my balls are out. NBC News poll, American fears of war grow. Tell me this doesn't look like a squirrel coming. You can get sexually transmitted diseases from your parents at birth. Or you can get sexually transmitted diseases from your parents. If you go stiff after passing out, it's usually a bad sign. At benching _60 lbs what if you go stiff after someone else passes out? At DOMAMEI that's a bad sign for the other person. Throwback to when my cat's tail fell off. If you look at the bit where it fell off, its flow has been restricted. They docked it. The people who made the video placed an elastic band around the tail to make it drop off. This is considered cruel, although a lot of places it's not illegal or considered animal abuse. Either way, these people are cruel. Do the same to her tits. I replaced my wife's tampon with a party popper last night and I've heard a bang from the bathroom. Am I in trouble? Nah. Bitches love pranks and they're assholes. Not gonna lie, an asshole tampon sounds like a pretty good investment for how much I enjoy cheap shitty Mexican food. I'm guessing they added the water, so the toilet paper didn't just ignite. New fear unlocked. Wiping my ass and toilet paper ignites, thanks. Exactly how fast are you wiping? 88 miles per hour. Just had a crazy earthquake anyway, the ocean went out so quick. This is so cool. Oh, don't worry, the ocean will be back soon. My wife looks like she is 16 and she is 36. She is 5 feet 4 but just looks really young. We used to go into places to buy clothing, and when they acted like she was a teen, she would call me daddy and act like a teen, but when it came time to pay, she would thank me with a French kiss in front of the clerks. The looks of horror were truly priceless. Mosquitoes nowadays be pulling down ya socks to bite you. Like how TF did this appear on my ankle. Wish they would pull down my pants and no matter how much air I put it won't go to 100. 93, 97, 96, 94 pounds per square inch. Tire pressure. You may have to top it off by mouth. Your girl topped me off by mouth. Yesterday I asked my 12-year-old son what other kids at school think about him having 2 dads. His response, they don't care, but they don't like how I am immune to yo mama jokes. Yo mama so ugly yo dad had to get a husband. Can someone help me name my boy? Force kitten. My hungry AHH could not be a Pokemon trainer. What does that mean? There is this one girl in my class. The most beautiful human being, I swear to God she is like an angel. Ask her out. Can't. Why? I'm the teacher. It's worse, because it was a homeschool. Huge Christmas lights. I'm gonna need a lot of lube. Just go slow. Make sure you really take your time. Here is a funny story from my grandma. She used to work in an ER in Puerto Rico. Some guy had passed away and so the doctor came up to her and asked her to prepare the body to go to the morgue. So she got some sheets and started to wrap this guy up. As she crossed his legs, suddenly his penis became fully erect and was straight up. She wasn't sure what to make of it, but it forced her to have to redo the sheets. So as she uncrossed his legs, the penis went down. So she was like, alright, let's get this over with. Then she crossed them again, and lo and behold, the penis went straight back up. Tried one more time, and then she got freaked out, and went back to the doctor. Obviously he found this hilarious as the guy apparently had a prosthetic in his penis. Die Hard. Fuck phone wars. White can, or high can. High, because it fits in my ass better. Wide, because I like a challenge. What's the most private thing you're willing to admit to? Stayed on a farm when I was a kid, maybe about 12 over 13 years old. Saw a horse vagina, went back to the house and jerk off over it because I'd never seen a vagina in real life. If you call this a mudkip, then what do you call this? Cum dip. Do it. Say the name of your favorite anime. But one word with cum. Cum X family. Who would win in this hypothetical war? The white rhino is larger on average. The water wins. They're both so cute. Sometimes, when a hippo gives birth it'll just turn around and chomp the baby's head off. You're here for this cracked effect wig? That JFK haircut? Can anyone tell me what these are? This is a sewer debris tank. Liv tampon. Her about to say WW. The nuke. The kid in Hiroshima who finally gathered courage to ask his crush out. I imagine she was exceptionally hot too. 6-year-old me drinking apple juice from a fancy glass. Doctors, after I give them my urine sample. I'm waiting. Take the name of your favorite game and turn it into a clickbait YouTube title. I ultimately smashed my bro super hard. What should be illegal to put ketchup on? My stepdaughter enjoys ketchup with Oreos. Did her dad never come back with the milk? An old pub that's located in the middle of modern day London. Everything around it was demolished in the 1940s when the Germans pioneered aerial urban renewal. Better to come in the sink than sink in the cum. Saint Gandhi. Circa 1984. Sunti Zedu. How's your Monday, unknown social media manager person? I think I'm depressed laughing my ass off. Hi. Vicky here, managing director of socials for Amazon Prime Video. Apologies for the last message, that was an accident and will not be happening again. We are having a fabulous Monday and hope you are as well. They shot him right at his damn desk. Jeff Bezos is now hunting him for sport. Double-decker airplane seat for budget air travel. You could also fit more people into a jet by blending them into a fine slurry before boarding. The first guy to dunk in this league is going to be a legend. Going to sit next to the richest looking middle-aged man on my flight and scroll through my nudes for 3 hours straight. How many nudes is 3 hours of scrolling? It obviously involves lots of zooming in for a closer look. Enhance. Enhance. How can I get a Santa hat? Kill Santa and make a hat out of his hide. Mid drinks. Hey babe, my small intestine is itching, can you reach it? Good old bat amnesia spray, thanks. Ah shit, it didn't work, pass me the bad bit. Can't tax the indoor chicken farmer. Indoor chickens are the best because they're so versatile. Simultaneously a pet, a food, and a lover. A Brazilian walks into a bar, but he can't afford anything, so he leaves immediately. This is the pinnacle of German humor and it's pathetic. I can imagine him snorting to himself as he typed this, as if this was an absolute spirit bomb of a comment, and then reading it out loud in his disgusting language Sklieben Fliebhatch Jerjaflatch tongue, before falling into a coughing fit from the laughter. I almost pity him. What a horrible day to have eyes. What a glorious day to have hands. Would you slap this little angle for 88 liters of fuel? Would you slap this kid for $88 million? Bro, for that amount I'm even eating it. Foxes if they were bread loaves. Puts in oven. You're wiping your butt and something grabs your hand from in the toilet. Your fifth recent emoji is your reaction. My school's having a gender swap day. You already know I'm gonna be a pretty princess. Dog, my school had a dress as your right all day and former Thurfuckers walked in as Hitler. Sea lion pups roll in sand to protect themselves from the sun. Pre-seasoned. Nobody an atheist when the car start hydroplaning. I was hospitalized for 11 days with pneumonia, 2 MOs later, massive brain bleed, 2 MOs later, 2 massive, 1 MO later, I coo for 4 days cause of them. Next week started a series of strokes, 5 plus, over 10 MOs. Had cancer surgery same time. Never once turned to God. Damn ninja, maybe you should. What year y'all graduated high school? For me it was 2001. Nigger asked me why I didn't stop 9/11, fuck y'all. My man still has the PS1 graphics. Did Adam eat Eve's ass? Think about it. From the moment they were created to just before Eve ate the forbidden fruit, they were exploring the Garden of Eve, as well as trying to understand each other. Was the time in between a matter of days or weeks? We do not know, because we were not there. Despite Genesis being the official story, this Old Testament book was created for human understanding, thus we don't actually know. Therefore, Adam had plenty of time to experiment, despite not knowing what he was doing. One afternoon, Adam cold placed his hands on Eve's ass and decided, this feels nice. I wonder what it tastes like. Please keep in mind that the good Lord said they could eat anything in the garden, except the apple of Eden. With this fact in consideration, Adam could have proceeded to eat Eve's ass without repercussions, with God looking on thinking, well, they aren't eating the apple, so. Lucky bastard. They think America isn't a failing country. I bet my last dollar we rank higher than your country. In what? Children shot at schools. A stat is a stat. My girlfriend works in a sushi restaurant. She's pretty. Like sticking your hand in a bowl of warm spaghetti while wearing a rubber glove. Yeah, you feel the warmth. Yeah, you feel some of the spaghetti. But you don't really feel the spaghetti like you would barehanded. Be right back, going to fuck a bowl of spaghetti. Instructions unclear, banned from Olive Garden. Little did he know that I put small amounts of cyanide in the candy, so if he eats more than 3 he's dead. Fun fact, most cannibals also said that eyes were their favorites to consume. And it's quite good on toast. It's been raining for nearly 10 days straight. Is this normal? Sorry to tell you this, but it appears you are in the UK. But I'm in Australia, it is not meant to rain. Just like you, the Brits also shipped their rain there. Photos, couple who tried to conceive for 17 years welcome sextuplets. When you hit print hella times and all the copies come out at once. Yay, but the first girl can't grate cheese on her abs. The second girl could grate her butthole on my face. 10 years from now people will wonder why chess tournaments have anal inspections. That's where the Catholic children hide their bishops. What made him slash her bad in bed? She was cold to the touch. Hands like icicles, general cold feel of her skin. She said she always just ran cold. I get goosebumps just thinking about her icy hands on my balls, and then her cold feet touching mine. Did she have a pulse? What? Women are hornier than men. Changed my mind. I was so horny once I made a hole in my wall and started fucking my house. So that is how you become man of the house. When I drink milk, I like to imagine it's actually vegan tears. Do people actually like their coffee how they like their men/women? This checks out for myself and people I know laughing out loud. Anyone else? Yep, ground up and stored in the freezer. I still don't know what 76.1 means. If you flip the 6 you get 9. 7 kind of looks like a 1, so we can consider 2 ones. If you get the 1 on her right side and put it on her left side it becomes 11, so there you have it. Power was the responsible for 9/11. Zodiac signs. I'm a Capricorn. I'm an aquarium, not because I was born in January, but because a fish swam up my ass once. I'm a Pisces. I once swam up this guy's ass. 1,000 pound. Sister star Tammy Slaton comes out as pansexual. It means she's attracted to anyone carrying a frying pan. If you feed a moose, it may become aggressive and attack the next human it meets if it has no food to offer. Feeding a moose is my favorite hobby now. Countries share their grandparents' war stories. One of my great-grandfathers was defending Warsaw from Germans in 1939. The other one was attacking it. ILPT request, can we ban how to make someone's life miserable posts? How can I make my exes slash bosses slash neighbors slash landlord slash scammers life hell is like 90% of the posts here. Please, mods. There is literally nothing new to say about it after though. ILPT request. How to make life miserable for someone who wants to stop posts about making someone's life miserable? What ways would you suggest to make a Redditor's life miserable who wants to stop people from posting ILPT questions about how to make someone's life miserable? I was born 9 months after 9/11, meaning my parents saw the towers fall and thought this is a good time to have a baby. People born with an onychia do not have fingernails and cannot grow them. I want to nibble on them. Radiation causes cancer. More radiation kills cancer. Targeted radiation kills cancer. They literally put gold in your prostate for that. They what now? I have been treasuring hunting at the beach when I should have been at the cancer ward. A girl at office, who is way out of my league, is being very touchy with me. I may be overthinking, but she is feeding me snacks, holds my arm. Whatever gives me motivation to go to office. Don't put your penis where your pen is. Maintain that gap. Wish I knew this before I got my dick stuck in my compass box in 7th grade. Just got kicked out at church for yelling fuck the devil. What the fuck? I thought we hated that motherfucker. I also want to fuck the devil. He seems pretty hot. Thank I live in Australia, where we have normal animals, and not mountain lions. Normal animals. My brother, you be waking up to a demogorgon eating your ass in Australia. Yeah, don't you have that? How do you wanna die? Not alone. Which is why I'm studying to be a pilot. Did you know? Albert Einstein's eyes are kept in a safe locked away in New York City. Bring them to me for my boba tea. Map of world wealth. Africa looks like it hasn't eaten in weeks. Males of Reddit, what's the safest ways to get rid of bull hair? I went through 3 different rounds of chemo and the hair on my junk never came back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Man, I wish I had cancer. This image still makes me happy. I can hear the racial slurs from here. Delivery instructions, please help. Get 911 to me. 1 large hot. Classic pepperoni. Garlic bread bites 911 hostage help. Convenience fee. Pizza, any size. In 2015, a Florida woman named Cheryl Treadway was held hostage by her boyfriend, but she convinced him to let her order a pizza using the Pizza Hut application. In the space for special request, she wrote please help. Get 911 to Maine 911 hostage help. Police arrived at the location, and she was released. If the police don't arrive in 30 minutes, the boyfriend goes free. Holy shit bro. Your dick is exploding into piss. Jesus, your cock is piss bombing all over. Why does it look like that? The fabled foreskin balloon blast. Promise me that you won't go poo poo in the middle of Walmart. I promise you that I won't. Okay. For those who don't understand the joke, his eyes turn evil like that because he's black. I'm 5'10" by the way. How to talk to tall people, insufficient gay. How to talk to tall people, perfect. Good Christ, don't be student and teacher. I do not know, mother and daughter would work well. My boyfriend seeing my dad to daughter's boyfriend, so what attracts you to my sweetheart? Boyfriend, her gravitational pull. Great, now I'm gay. Get well soon. Onion rings are allergic to hedgehogs. I'm allergic to blue yoga pants. Not all swellings are from allergies. When your mom is the teacher and she knows about your crush, so she makes you sit near her. You, your mom, and your homeschooled burger that tastes like human flesh despite being vegan wins top award. If you've ever hankered after the taste of human flesh, now you can sample it in the form of an all-new plant-based burger that claims to perfectly replicate the taste and texture of human meat. This hamburger tastes the same as my old buddy Fred. Could there be a better feeling than when a dog enters a crowded room and comes up to you? Tell me more about it. What is your opinion on kissing after oral sex? A chef must taste his own dish. This is the greatest comment of all time. My wife fucked 10 guys while I was gone, and I'm afraid of fireworks. How has serving impacted you? Why would you ever care if your son's dick looks pretty or not? That's pretty creepy, if you ask me. This is why I'm gonna circumcise my baby boy due in March. As a woman, I'm going to be the one expected to do all his diaper changes and do all the caring for the baby 24/7, while my deadbeat dad plays online games all day. If I have to do all that, I might as well make sure that my son has a pretty dick for me to look at. You know, SSS, Stop Smoking September, is a good idea for a month. Agreed. We should call it Join the SS Club. Maybe wear brown shirts to remind us of the tar we are keeping out of our lungs. Have a cool logo where the S's look like lightning bolts to reflect how fast you quit smoking. Maybe gas some people to demonstrate how your lungs feel after smoking. I heard Poland had got a lot of smokers. Let's go there via Germany. We are making a sequel. You might wanna ID it before you pick it up. Please ID the Snake Flora Home Florida. Who a sour gummy. You know you put some big shit in your ass if the doctors want to pick with it like it's a fish. Man shoved 8-inch deodorant can up his butt, left it there for 3 weeks. Horse kicks tree, farts on dogs then runs away. This horse accomplished more in 25 seconds than I have in 35 years. Is it slavery if they get paid though? Slaves also got to eat. OHH, so that's why mine died. What's the difference between a pile of dead bodies and a Ferrari? I don't have a Ferrari in my garage. How is this an anti-joke? Because I'm not joking. That moment when you want to laugh because the way original poster is doubling down is funny, but then realize this is the internet and original poster could be actually serious. What do I do with my hard sock? Use it to knock out your siblings. Instructions unclear. Sibling knocked up. You can become perfectly fluent in a language by hearing it once. Okay, so Imago listen to dogs barking, then they can consent. If your username is the answer, what's the question? Have you seen the hamster? Shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Did you know sex toys are banned from sale in Alabama because there is no fundamental right for a person to buy a device to produce orgasm, according to the Attorney General in 1999. That's why they use their siblings in Alabama. Diary of a Wimpy Kid actor Ryan Grantham has been sentenced to life in prison for the shooting death of his mother. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the last straw. Okay, I'm in a huge argument with a friend about this. Do you wipe your ass after taking shit while sitting down or standing up? I leave the toilet paper on the roll and just twerk up against it. If you nut in 2 minutes from doggy style, that's actually 14 minutes in dog minutes. But what happens if you do it to a dog? A whole finance graduate. Whole? Really? Women aren't real, confirmed. They are all men in green suits.